The shelter is alive with sound by day, hopeful barks, gentle meows, and the caring voices of staff. But at night, a heavy silence settles in, filled with the unspoken stories of every animal waiting behind a metal door. Each carries a past they can't share, dreaming of a gentle hand and a forever home. In this stillness, you can almost feel their resilience, the quiet strength to face another day. They are survivors, holding on to hope in the dark. This is where our story begins, not with loud heroics, but with a silent, powerful miracle. It's about the strength within even the most frightened and forgotten animals. Shelters are full of hidden acts of courage, often unseen. They happen in the dead of night when an animal's true spirit shines brightest. This is a story about a mother's love, a force that can't be contained by steel bars or lonely nights. Shelters are sanctuaries where second chances are born, where the broken begin to heal. Before the happy endings, there are moments of struggle and quiet determination. Every animal in a shelter has a deep, complex inner world, full of fear, hope, and strength. Her name was Willow, though no one knew it yet. She arrived as a stray, a small tortoiseshell cat with wide, fearful eyes. No one knew her story, only her fear was clear. She huddled in the back of her carrier, silent and still. Intake was gentle, but Willow was frozen, retreating into herself. Moved to a cage, she sought the darkest corner, her coat dull and thin. She was underweight, but her rounded belly revealed she was pregnant. The staff made a note, "Pregnant stray." Very scared, monitor closely. They offered a blanket, food, and water, hoping to comfort her. But for Willow, everything was strange and overwhelming. She wouldn't eat or drink, just watched, her green eyes wide with apprehension. The shelter's noise and chaos were a constant assault on her senses. She needed peace and safety, but found only uncertainty. Alone, Willow carried a precious secret, a silent promise of new life. For a cat like Willow, the shelter was a nightmare. Confined, surrounded by anxious animals and constant noise. Every sound was a threat, every routine a disruption. Lights flicked on, cages cleaned, hands entered her space, meant to help, but overwhelming. The stress stole her appetite. She was in survival mode, unable to relax. As a pregnant cat, her needs were greater: nutrition, calm, security, but the shelter offered none. Staff did their best, but Willow was just one of many, easily overlooked. She pressed herself against the back wall, trying to disappear. Other cats meowed for attention, but Willow remained a silent statue. Families walked by, but her fear made her seem unapproachable. No one saw the gentle mother-to-be behind those terrified eyes. She was left with her unease and the unstoppable force of nature building within her. As night fell, a profound change stirred within Willow. The chaos faded, replaced by silence, and something ancient awoke inside her. Fear remained, but a stronger instinct took over, the drive to become a mother. Restless, she began to move, needing the blanket, searching for a safe place. Her small cage offered little, but her instinct was relentless. This was a process as old as time, a biological script she knew without being taught. She groomed herself, preparing for the task ahead. Gentle contractions began. She was no longer just a scared cat. She was a mother, answering a sacred call, stronger than fear. Alone she worked through the night, guided by unseen wisdom. She paused to listen for danger, then returned to her task. In that sterile metal box, Willow was preparing to perform a miracle. The shelter slept, unaware of the life about to begin. In the deepest hour of night, the first kitten arrived, a tiny miracle in the shelter's silence. Guided by instinct, Willow knew exactly what to do. She cleaned each newborn, nudged them to nurse, and created a warm nest. Her fear was replaced by fierce determination. She endured labor with quiet dignity, arranging her kittens around her for warmth and protection. Her soft purr became a lullaby of survival. By dawn, Willow was no longer just a stray. She was a mother to 4 perfect kittens, 2 torties like her, a black one and an orange tabby, all nursing contentedly. Willow had faced darkness and fear and triumphed. In a place defined by waiting, she created new life, a testament to a mother's love. The shelter's quiet night had witnessed a miracle. Morning at the shelter began as usual. Lights on, staff arriving, routines underway. A young volunteer approached Willow's cage, expecting the same scared cat. Instead, she found Willow curled around 4 tiny kittens. The volunteer gasped in awe. No one expected Willow to give birth so soon and alone. She quickly alerted the shelter manager and vet tech. They rushed over, their faces lighting up with joy. In a place often filled with hardship, this was a stunning miracle. Willow had cleaned her kittens and tucked them in, her eyes fierce and protective. She was still wary, but her instinct to guard her young was stronger than her fear. The staff responded with care. "We need to get her out of here. This is no place for a new mother." Plans were made to move Willow and her family to a quieter, safer space. Overnight, Willow's status changed. No longer just a scared stray, but a hero. She had performed an incredible feat of strength and survival. She deserved all the support they could give. Willow and her kittens were moved to a quiet, secluded room for nursing mothers. It was peaceful, away from the shelter's chaos. Her new suite had soft bedding and easy access to food and water. For the first time, Willow could breathe. Still, her protective instincts stayed sharp. She watched every move, growling softly if staff came too close. She wasn't aggressive, just fiercely devoted. Staff respected her boundaries, moving slowly and speaking softly. Day by day, Willow relaxed, realizing these humans meant no harm. She ate, regained strength, and cared for her kittens with unwavering love. Her story inspired the staff, a reminder of why they do this work. Shelters are places of quiet miracles where the spirit of animals shines through. Willow's courage is a call to look closer, care deeper, and remember, every shelter holds heroes waiting to be seen.